There is a whole lot to love about the Pixel 8a. Google's newest A series phone is a smaller and cheaper alternative to last year's Pixel 8 and Pixel 8 Pro, taking many of the best features of the top-end device and cramming them into a mid-range phone costing $499. Arriving 6 months after the flagship Pixels and 6 months before the expected announcement of the Pixel 9, the Pixel 8a is more than just a mid-generation stepping stone. The phone gets Google's fastest Tensor G3 processor as expected, which brings with it access to many of the headline-grabbing AI features previously exclusive to the most expensive Pixels. That means the Pixel 8a gets clever photo editing tools like the Base Take, which lets you tap on friends' faces in group photos to pick a better expression and achieve the perfect shot. You also get the powerful Magic Editor tool, Google's trademark AI feature, which lets you reposition, delete the resize and subjects in photos and have generative AI seamlessly fill in the gaps. At $499, Google's newest affordable Android phone occupies an awkward position in the Pixel range. It does pretty much everything the Pixel 8 can, but with the Pixel 8 regularly on sale for as little as $550, the cheaper Pixel 8a looks like less of a bargain. Setting aside the potential to pick up the original Pixel 8 at a discount, we can still say that the Pixel 8a is remarkably good value for money. Here is our review. The Pixel 8a has the same Tensor G3 chipset as the two more expensive Pixel 8 phones. It comes with 8GB of RAM, just like the Pixel 8. In processor and graphics benchmarks, performance was effectively identical between the Pixel 8a and Pixel 8. The Pixel 8a also has a bright display like the Pixel 8, and in our tests, both phones reached above 1450 nits at 100% brightness, where the Pixel 8 pulls ahead and earns its premium aside from the improved cameras are in the smaller details. The Pixel 8 uses Gorilla Glass Victus, which is stronger than the Gorilla Glass 3 on the Pixel 8a. The Pixel 8 has Wi-Fi 7 though. That's only useful if you also have a new Wi-Fi 7 router. If you wanted a cuter, more curvaceous version of the Pixel 8, the Pixel 8a delivers. Sure, it looks like every other Pixel phone since the Pixel 6, but that's brand identity. I actually like the camera bar. I prefer its symmetry to the camera bump on most other phones. The Pixel 8a has nicely rounded corners and some flashy color options, including the brighter than expected aloe green of my review sample, a nice step into the light from the more subdued mint green Pixel 8. The back is plastic, not glass, but the matte finish and great colors make it look much more premium than the ugly plastic phones of yore. Glossy plastic is out, the Pixel 8a is in. Otherwise, it's a Pixel, and you know what that looks like by now. It looks like every other Pixel. I miss the two-tone options of the Pixel 6 phones, but it is still a pretty phone that will stand out just enough from the herd of Galaxy and iPhones. Google's new so-called extra display were a key selling point for the Pixel 8 family, so I am pleased to report that Pixel 8a earns its spot in the lineup with a bright, colorful display that doesn't skimp on specs. It has a 120Hz refresh rate and the same 2000 nit peak brightness potential as the Pixel 8. The bezel is a bit thick, but you won't notice unless you hold it up next to another phone. The smaller size of the Pixel 8a with its 6.1-inch OLED display is one of my favorite aspects of its design. It's a nice compact phone. I had some trouble seeing the display in the bright California sunshine in Mountain View, which made some photography hard, but this was only a problem on the clearest day with the sun overhead. Indoors, the display seemed exceptionally bright, so perhaps it just needed a better reflective coating. The OnePlus 12R does have a larger 6.7-inch display, and OnePlus claims it can hit an eye-piercing 4500 nits of brightness, but we haven't seen it achieve this in our tests. Still, for the same price, you can get a larger display, but the compact size is part of the Pixel 8a appeal. Google makes the best Android phone software much better than Samsung's One UI. While OnePlus and Motorola stay close to Google's design, you can't beat the house of Android for simplicity and ease of use. Maybe it's getting too easy. Android used to have many more customization options to organize your home screens and your app list. Most of these are gone now. You can't even put apps into folders in Google's app menu. On the other hand, Google does the best job with things like notifications. If I get a notification I don't want, I just hold my finger on the message and I get a robust setting tool that lets me turn off all notices from an app or just certain categories of interruption. I get to pick what each app notifies me about and I don't have to dig to find the options. They just appear with a press. The new AI tools keep getting better. I make a new AI wallpaper every few days. Even better, I now let Google's AI answer most of my impersonal phone calls, and I can see what my caller says in a live transcript as the AI handles them. The Gemini AI features are good and it isn't a perfect Google Assistant replacement, but Gemini can use Google Assistant as one of its tools to make up the difference. The AI features are constantly growing. Gemini can now help compose email message in the Gmail app, and I'd expect it will soon offer help in the mobile docs, sheets and maybe slides apps. Unfortunately, the Gemini app stopped working for me suddenly a few days before this review published. I have reached out to Google to make sure that this is an isolated issue, and I will update if I get a response. The Pixel 8a also carries forward the best of Google's AI image editing in Google Photos. You get the classic Magic Eraser and the newer Magic Editor AI features as well. The reason it can handle all these features is because the processing is done by Google in the cloud. You will eventually be able to load the Gemini Nano language model onto the phone to handle some generative writing locally, but it will be hidden as a developer option. I suspect that's more because of the audience and target market for this bargain phone and not because of any performance deficit. Will Google really support the Pixel 8a for 7 years? I had concerns, so I spoke to Google before this phone arrived at my door. Google's Pixel reps assure me they have a roadmap for Tensor G3 phones that will last 7 years. In 2031, the Pixel 8a will retire with Android 21 on board because Google has a plan Android Yellow Cake perhaps. Google's Pixel A series phones are usually an easy pick for the best bargain camera phone because they are unfuzzy and produce great images that are perfect for sharing online. By that I mean they don't look great if you zoom in too close, but for viewing on smaller screens, the Pixel 8a makes photos that look surprisingly good. How good? To test the Pixel 8a camera, I compared photos against the Pixel 8 Pro, Google's best camera phone and one of my favorites. The photos were remarkably similar. If I didn't zoom in on a shot, I often couldn't tell which photo was taken by the Pixel 8a and which by the Pixel 8 Pro. Google's color and light balancing are nearly identical on both phones. Only in the darkest conditions was the Pixel 8 Pro advantage clear. To compare with the Google Pixel 8 Pro, here is sample that shows more detail from the Pro camera, but both images look good. The color and lighting is very similar across both devices. Here you can see some camera samples of Google Pixel 8a. The Pixel 8a is my new favorite bargain phone, and if you need a new phone for less, the Pixel 8a gives you more than you would expect. You get Google's latest and greatest mobile AI tools plus 7 years of Android updates in a package that's colorful and durable. You won't find so much of the future in any other phone that's this affordable.